Patriots, what we're witnessing at our southern border represents nothing short of a complete reversal of disastrous policies that allowed millions of illegal aliens to flood into our country. ICE agents in Texas just intercepted a human smuggling operation, discovering illegal aliens crammed in the hidden compartments of a utility truck. This is happening as ICE reopens its Newark facility to detain 1,000 immigrants, nearly doubling detention capacity in the New York metro area. But that's not all. In a historic move that the mainstream media won't tell you about, Mexico has extradited 29 narco kingpins to the United States, the largest single extradition in history. And former DEA agent Mike Vigil called it the highest number of extraditions in the history of Mexico. And President Trump's tough approach is already yielding results that the previous administration couldn't achieve in 4 years. And while President Trump tackles the border crisis, there is another invasion threatening American men, testosterone killers in your everyday diet. Now, most guys blame low T on aging or genetics, but the real culprit is something that you're eating daily, something you've been told is healthy. This one food has scientifically been proven to devastate testosterone levels, yet most men consume it regularly. It's not junk food or sugar, it's something far more unexpected. Just eating it a few times a week is enough to wreck your testosterone, drain your energy, and crush your motivation. And as Trump's administration stops illegal border crossings, you can stop this testosterone-killing food from crossing your plate. Our friends over at Sculpt Nation have seen remarkable transformations in clients who eliminated it. They're building muscle, burning fat, and feeling energized like never before. Discover what this testosterone-killing food is at sculptnation.com/NNN. It's linked down below. This simple change could transform your vitality while America transforms its borders. Now let's get into it. This is from the Oval Office earlier today. President Trump weighing in on the fentanyl crisis from a reporter.
A little more than that.
Mr. President, on fentanyl, Mr. President, less than 1% of all fentanyl that comes into the U.S. is apprehended at the Canadian border. So why use fentanyl as a reason?
Because they should be apprehending much more. They're only apprehending 1%. You're right about that. It's a little more than that. But they should be apprehending much more because a lot comes through Canada. And as Mexico gets stronger in terms of the border, it goes up to Canada. And a lot of drugs are coming in through Canada. We can't have that.
Mr. President,
we're ending that now. We've got more. Let's keep going. James O'Keefe caught this. 24 hours ago, U.S. Border Patrol agent Monica Cruz blows the whistle on juvenile smuggling network. Oh, my goodness.
On a regular basis, Border Patrol agent Monica Cruz in the Welton, Arizona sector is blowing the whistle on a deeply flawed system in which juvenile smugglers, also known as foot guides, are able to bring multiple groups of illegal aliens across the border on a regular basis. The smugglers are teenagers whose ages range from 14 to 17 years old. Given a loophole in the American law, when the teenage smugglers are apprehended by Border Patrol, they are released back to Mexico repeatedly, only to repeat the same smuggling route with no fear of legitimate consequences. One particular smuggler, known by the nickname Timmy, has been apprehended and released over 20 times, which means he smuggled people 20 times. Monica Cruz has made the extraordinary decision to go public, on the record, which is against Border Patrol policy.
And don't fear the government and what they can do to you. I'm just standing here, just hear what I'm trying to say. Help me.
This is her story, and the story of teenage smugglers, Timmy and Jimmy. We're here with...
Okay, so here, check this out. I'm going to go ahead and repost. This is an 18-minute video. It's on my X account right now. You can also go to James O'Keefe's. I'm sure it's on his YouTube and his X, but I just reposted it to our X account. You can watch the whole thing in full. But that's huge. And the fact that she's saying that she doesn't care. She's going to go ahead and she's going to speak because she knows that she has the administration on her side now. During the Biden administration, these Border Patrol agents were persecuted when they spoke out. Now we have an administration who actually cares. Here is, oh my goodness, I hate even seeing these words on screen. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says convicted traffickers, Andrew and Tristan Tate, are not welcome in the state of Florida. We also have this, border czar Tom Homan very interested in what the mayors of 4 sanctuary cities will say when they're questioned during a House Oversight Committee hearing on Wednesday about the refusal to cooperate with federal immigration authorities. Oh, wait a minute. I'm actually going to be in D.C. when that's going down, I think. Oh, that's going to be fun. Here's U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. 16 illegal aliens arrested after attempting to flee from ICE Gulfport officers during Mississippi worksite inspection. Here's some of the photographs from that bust. These are official from U.S. Immigration. This is ice.gov on X. Let's see what else we've got here. Ivory Hecker has a big update. You remember Ivory? You guys love Ivory. We all love Ivory. And here she is, had the big update 24 hours ago on an investigation of the illegal immigration colony.
Problem that's been ICE announced that federal agents arrested 118 illegal immigrants this week in the Colony Ridge community just outside of Houston, Texas. They were arrested for crimes like homicide, manslaughter, sex crimes, including child sexual abuse, drugs, and theft. ICE also said that it's been a known problem that's been happening for a while with cartel activity, but there didn't seem to be much that they could do about it until now. Well, Elizabeth Lane and I were aware of the issues at Colony Ridge and wanted to get to the bottom of it while we were filming Beyond the Surface of America. So watch as we go into Colony Ridge, confront the people in charge, and see if they'll admit to who they're facilitating.
Here in New Caney, Texas, just north of Houston, is a big land sale for a community called Colony Ridge. The Texas Tribune reports that the developer Trey Harris is denying allegations that he's put out a massive ad campaign targeting people in Mexico and South America. So is this somehow a safe haven for people who have crossed the border illegally?
We're about to go unravel this mystery. Follow.
Everything you see in dark right here is, all this right here is almost sold out. We still room to grow on this area right here, but it's not developed yet. And we're still working on that.
And how much is each plot going for?
The prices change between, we started the prices around 34,900 and up, you know, yeah, depends on the size, depends on where it is located.
34,000?
34,000, yeah.
And it looked like it was a lot of like plots where you bring your trailer?
And the mobile home, we have some areas specifically just for houses. So that people can have, in some areas they get it's a mobile home. Yeah.
Okay. So for those who are concerned that it's like a haven for people who've migrated illegally, what would you say?
I will not say anything, you know. That's they want to believe that. I probably not cannot change their mind, but it's not true.
Bruh. Beyond the Surface of America with Ivory Hecker and Elizabeth Lane on Unified TV. If you're looking for Ivory, that's where you will find her. We have more Florida law enforcement. Authorities apprehended 19 individuals in a sting operation, with those arrested including a surgeon who's a college professor, an undocumented immigrant, and an elementary school employee and a firefighter. Wow. Another trafficking ring has been busted. Okay, here we have more from ICE. Denied 8 illegal aliens stopped from entering Dimmitt County, Texas communities when ICE San Antonio special agents and partners brought a human smuggling load to an abrupt halt. Illegals were found locked inside, hidden in compartments of this utility truck. What? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. The links people will go. Here we have more. ICE is reopening a Newark facility to detain 1,000 immigrants, nearly doubling the agency's detention capacity in the New York metro area. Prison company foresees unprecedented revenue. That's what that's the angle that people are saying. Here we have more with Bondi. Seeing is believing, comparing her as state AG to Ken Paxton. She didn't do much. She charged New York officials with civil violations when Tom Homan is recommending criminal. Tom Homan hasn't stopped working and still manages some appearances on Fox and CPAC. So they're still, I mean, even with their public appearances, they're still doing stuff. Sure hope Tom Homan and his crew come to clean up Michigan We know that Governor Whitmer and AG Nessel will fight them all the way, but Michiganders are tired of this crap. D. White, we need Tom Homan in that position, someone who would kick and take names. They're not afraid of her. She's been busy doing interviews and speeches. She could have focused on those files. Can't believe she trusted the FBI of all people. Well, those files are coming out. Let's see, what else have we got here in this list of news today. Okay, speaking of President Trump, this was from the Oval Office. Here's more.
Don't see it at all.
From the talks with Canada and Mexico so far, are you not seeing the progress that you wanted in order?
I don't see it at all. No, not on drugs. We've done a great job. If you look at Tom Homan, he's been incredible, and Christie, they've done a great job in terms of the border. But the drugs continue to pour into our country, killing hundreds of thousands of people. We're losing substantially more than 100,000 people. I mean, dead. They're dead. The families are destroyed after that happens. So it's, you know, it's not just that. That's the ultimate. But the families are absolutely destroyed. The drugs come in through Mexico. They come, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them come from China. And that's why we did that. It's 10 plus 10. In case, was there confusion on that?
There was. Yeah.
Okay, 10 plus 10. It's a second 10. And I think you're going to see, eventually you're going to see drugs stopping, because the country should not be allowing those drugs to come into the United States of America. And we're not going to allow it to happen.
Game over. Here we have more. This is on the narco terrorists. Historic narco extradition. Total of 29 narcos being extradited from Mexico to U.S. today. Former DEA agent Mike Vigil says there might be more. This is the highest number of extraditions in the history of Mexico. It's historic and a very bold move. Here's a government-funded university. The question, are they aiding and abetting? No ICE allowed. Per policy, only faculty and officially enrolled students in this class may enter this classroom. Okay, yeah, and what if they have a warrant? Here's more from the Border Patrol. Elon Musk says this is giving him Thunderdome vibes. What the hell? What in the hell is going on? Let's go Border Patrol. I don't have any more context to provide for you on that one, but that just looks absolutely crazy. But thankfully, we are seeing radical change happening at our border. There's a new sheriff in town, and the war on illegal immigration and drug trafficking is just beginning, but the results are already speaking for themselves. President Trump promises to implement tariffs starting March 4th, and it's already sending shockwaves through the cartels. The drugs continue to pour into our country, killing hundreds of thousands of people. Families are destroyed. That's what the president said, adding, eventually you're going to see the drugs stopping. And unlike the previous administration that talked about border security while facilitating mass illegal immigration, Trump is actually taking concrete action. ICE is expanding operations. Border agents are intercepting human smugglers, and Mexico is finally cooperating on extraditions. But here's what the globalists don't want you to ask. If Trump can achieve this much in just 38 days, why couldn't the previous administration do it in 4 years? Was there border crisis by design? Comment below. Show your support for strong borders with your Next News Network gear. Shop.nextnewsnetwork.com. Show your support for real news.